And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio. I'm working on clearing a new area here. We're right by our copper smelting system. So copper smelting will, most likely take this whole block right in here. Once all of these are gone, we need to start ramping up production anyway. Looking at our factory, steel is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Iron is just not there, even though I've got lots and lots of smelters on it. It's just not quite there yet. And now that we've got just a massive amount of power, because these reactor setups can produce 480 megawatts, and that's a lot of power. That's a serious amount of power. So in here, where was that iron system? We're not getting quite enough ore, so I'm gonna re-enable those, because these are not, it's not getting all the way down. Looks like we've got a few more miners that have run out over here. So yeah, we need a little bit more throughput on that, and that should clear that up. How about these? These are doing just fine. These are still taking priority, so that's good. That's what I wanted. Making sure these had ample opportunity to deliver their goods. Up here, we're still doing pretty good, but we need space, and space is at a premium, because look at the biter bases that we have around here. I mean, it's getting grotesque. So yeah, we need some sort of solution, and our yield is really dropping fast on our main oil system here. So I actually had to come in and add the last few pump jacks into the system, because all these other ones were pretty low and they weren't keeping our refineries going full blast. So we needed to handle that. So in here you can see I've got a little mining setup here, trying to get rid of this copper, which isn't easy. There's 20,000 of it in there when I just have one miner, and I can't yet make the Omega drills. And the Omega drills are, I mean, they're just beastly systems. They'd be able to cover basically this whole ore patch. They mine fast enough to fill one side of a blue belt, so they can process quite a lot of ore. It's enough production to keep 30 smelters going full blast. So I definitely want to get into that soon. So yeah, we're gonna try to mine the rest of this stuff out. There's still quite a lot of material in this one. 1.5 million iron still left in this system. But so let's come down here. We got full coverage, so I'm just going to do this from the mini map. This is a great new feature where you can build stuff using bots in the mini map. So this is a great feature that they added. So there's one layout there. And in my blueprint book, I should have an ore something or other. I know it's in here. There it is. Belts. So this will load and unload four cargo wagons of a train. Do I have enough material for a train stop? I'm gonna build a few train stops here. Okay, those aren't all built yet. Let's get going, bots. As you can see, I'm researching the nuclear robots because these guys are so darn slow, and if we want to really expand out and start mining some of this stuff, we're going to need the production and speed of our robots to help us out. So we're not we're not walking all the way across the map to do something and then walking all the way back. It really speeds up how fast you can get things done, and that's an important thing. There's some more uranium right down here, because we need more uranium. I put a speed module in one. I took the one out of this one and I put it into that one because we didn't have enough, and now we have enough. So keep all those going. We still don't have all of our centrifuges running, which means these are running so fast that these cannot keep up making the 238. So that is a problem, because we need that 238 as well to make the fuel cells. So hopefully with faster bots, we'll be able to start smelting and processing some of this stuff much, much faster. Okay, are those built yet? They are. Yay! All right, so train stop. We're gonna slap this guy right there, and then we're gonna put a signal there and a signal there, and then we want a chain signal. Do we have another chain signal? I'm gonna build one chain signal, and that's gonna go at the beginning of this whole system. Because eventually, we're not only going to have iron loading here, but we're going to have ore unloading. Because these will eventually run out. These deposits that are nearby, or near-ish, these will run out. So we got to be careful. Can we put one in here somewhere? Because we're going to need a lot of space. A lot of space for these smelters. So the iron load, I think, is going to be right in here. So let's set this one up, and this is going to be the finished iron. So we're going to put that smack right in the middle, and then where did I put that one on the edge? So right there. So this is the iron loading station. So these will eventually be the ore unload. So with that in mind, we want to start getting some smelters up, and hopefully within range. There's a ton of coal right there. I mean, that's a ton of coal. 7 million coal. I hate to build over that, but we don't really need coal all that much. We got lots of coal deposits around. There's 12 million. Yeah, 8 million. 9 million. Just we got plenty of coal. 13 million. Holy cow. Yeah, the map is set so the further away from spawn the ore is, the richer it is. Oh, there's almost an island biter base. So, time to break out the big smelting setup. This is a beast of a setup. And let's see, we're going to run it right up the side. I would like to run it like this. We got biter bases right nearby. So if we put it... I really have to clear out that base. There's a whole string of them over there. So I'm going to try to get down there without getting hit by a train. I don't have many trains on the system yet, but that will change. That will change. We're going to really ramp up. Oh, look at the worms. Wow, that was a lot of worms right there. Okay, so let's... Oh, that's a big base there. That's all biters, though. I can sit in the woods and pick these guys off. Okay. Let's take out this spitter nest here. Putting the shield to the test now. Okay, let's go into the woods. Oh yeah. Serious amount of destruction. Oh, there's a dude in there. Okay. Took out quite a lot. I probably didn't do anything good for my evolution factor, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna stay back here a little bit. So if we have an unload station here, we need a smelting setup, and as you can see, there are 60 smelters in this thing. So yeah, it's a beast of a setup. All right, I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna double it up there. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Do it 1, 2 there, and have this one there. The reason I did a separation there, that's where the logistics roboports go. You put roboports in between, and then the whole thing builds, which is nice. So I can take the roboport here and snuggle this in as far in as I can. Let's zoom in here. Although I don't know, so there are... Those are probably... It's kind of hard to see. So many trees. So many trees. And I've got the tree spawner ramped up, so it's getting them pretty dense. And they grow back too, so they're moving in. I clear them out and they move right back in again after. Well, it takes a while. It does take a while for them to do it, but they move right back in again. Okay, so obviously there are some substations there, so I'm going to pull this out a little bit more right there. That's perfect. I think right in here, place this, and it shouldn't have cleared anything out because I left a floor gap, and that roboport will have huge coverage. Oh, so sorry. All these bots. That's one of the reasons I'm trying to upgrade you guys. So the ore, I'm going to have a train here, and the ore will dump off, get smelted, and put on this center belt. This center belt can come out and go get right into this loading station here. And I've actually got... This is an unload station, not a load station. So I can take this and match it right up to there. And I can work out some of the belt mechanics a little later. Like having 2 sets go up, 2 sets come down to feed this thing. But for now, I want to make sure this has plenty of room. Let's make this go down. That way I can do another one here coming up, and I want to leave a gap of 2. So this is the next one going up like that, and then I can place the track in there, and let's mark off where the last small segment of track is. This just makes it easier. Oh, that didn't. Oh, there we go. It just makes it easier to set up the curves when you have this set up. Okay, so I'm going to shift click that. We're going to build all the way across. Shift click that, and we're going to build down. And we're going to shift click this, and we're going to build up. And since I placed that center one, I can already put the signal on there. Unfortunately, I can't put it on this one though. So these have in them in the blueprint the recipe or the recipe the requirement of the efficiency Mark IIs, and that's one of the reasons I dialed this down, is so these efficiency Mark IIs would actually be made. Unfortunately, I also turned it off, so I need to turn that back on again, and I'm going to turn this off, that off, that off, and that off. That way, you know, this first batch will get made, but it shouldn't go really any further than that once the stock is set. So my red circuits will not be hit so hard, because we did have a small surplus of red circuits, mainly due to gears and steel running out. So looks like my production science is hurting because mainly gears and steel. So yeah, that's what we're trying to address right now, is setting up some iron. I'd also consumed a vast amount of these things here, these furnaces. So there's a lot of furnaces. There's 60 in each block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So that was what, 240 smelters? That's a lot of smelters. And of course, all the steel that goes into all the chests that I have here, that's another huge expense. So, you know, it kind of the adage, it takes money to make money, and this is where it's at, because we have all of this stuff that needs to get done. Looks like the Roboport is still ghosted, so it still hasn't detected that there's a lot more to do. And of course, we only have like 200 construction robots, so that's kind of an issue. I didn't want to put any more in until the nuclear robotics was done, and it's taking its sweet time doing so. Look at that, we're over almost 2,000 extra 235s, just even with a shortage of 238. That is kind of impressive. That is very impressive. How much is in there? Okay, so it should stop now. Yeah, this will ebb and flow. This will go up and down, which is fine. I think I can upgrade this so it's not, doesn't need to slow down right here. It just keep it going. So yeah, I don't have any 238 anymore. That's unfortunate. Oh well, not much I can do about it. Okay, so let's dive back in here. Maybe help out a little bit. It'll use some of our belts and other stuff, but that's okay. We have some furnaces on us that we can use, and of course it's delivering us some wood. So how many? Where it is? There it is. 120 efficiency modules per block. So that's 240. That's 480 of those things I need to finish this off. There we go. Now we're getting some progress. Okay, and let's get it powered up. Oh, I need long range. There we go. Getting this charged. Now sees it, extends that out, and now everybody is seen there. Let's make sure this goes out to the edge. It might not. Oh, it does. Just barely extends. So That's a good spot for that. Closer to the middle you can get this to connect to your network, the better. Normally I have to put 2 in because the network is way out here, but this helps. This one out here helps. Wow, I have gathered a lot of material. So much wood. Look at all that wood. And unfortunately, I'm too close to the logistics port, so logistics hoppers or logistics bots are coming down to try to scoop that wood from me, but that's a long way to travel for those guys. Those poor souls. Yeah, we cover this perfectly with just one roboport. That's awesome. And we've had some... We have some trees and stuff spawning in here. I want to get rid of as many of those as possible. Okay. Because the shift clicking the thing, shift clicking the blueprint, you know, gets rid of whatever it needs. But if you have trees spawning in, there's a chance that they'll spawn in and block a bot from dropping his goods. There we go. Just helping out the bots. Kind of skirting along the outside here. Making their job a little bit easier. Less for them to do. I'm out of belts. I'm out of substations. Picking up all the things that aren't addressed yet. There's a lot of stuff to build yet, so looks like we got a bunch of yeah, we've got a bunch of the efficiency modules already installed. I bet you it cleared them out. If we go up here, ooh, no, 112 left. Yeah, we got several hundred left though. We got all these up here to build, and it won't actually tell me the total until it's all done, completely done. Okay, the last item of business here is defense. So we want to make sure we are well defended in here. Put one over here too, and I think there's a substation that goes in right here. So I want to block this off and this off. And I've already got one here. Okay. I think that's pretty good for defense. I've got some down here defending this radar. Looks like these are almost done, but not quite. Right now it's because I am completely out of steel. Totally out of steel. So yeah, one of these setups right here, one whole block of this will almost max out a blue belt. Oh yeah, I can contribute a ton of them over here. Anybody else? Can I contribute any more? I like to help out. There we go. It's helping out. And now logistics hoppers, or logistics bots. Okay, so I'm gonna walk myself back up to what is going on here. You're strictly pulling out iron now? Oh, that's gonna be It's going to take hours for that to get done. I'm going to have to do something about that. So I'm going to walk back up to my storage area because I don't want these logistics hoppers. I keep saying hoppers. Too much Fortress Craft. These logistics bots to travel too far to empty me out. So now I can just come over here and they can empty me out fast. Alright, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.